Hello there. My name is Peter Thompson, and I've been coaching golf now for way over 40 years. And to me, teaching golf is the most enjoyable part of the game. I just like doing it. I enjoy people playing better golf, winning competitions, and basically enjoying themselves more. I tend to get asked lots of questions, and the same questions come to the forefront all the time. One of the questions is, what is the backswing for? Why bother? The backswing is the art of moving the body in the golf club back so you can move it forward. So all people will probably disagree about the reason for the backswing. As far as I'm concerned, I teach my pupils that the backswing is for position. It's like selling a house. What are the three most important things for selling a house? And the usual answer is position, position, position. When I answer the question, what is the backswing for? I say the same thing. Position, position, position. To me, having got the stance right, which is quite tricky, but let's assume that one has, the backswing is to set you, all of you, and the golf club in a good position to make it easier to come down consistently. So the backswing is for position only. I don't like people thinking about coiling like a spring, because your body is not built like a spring. Yes, your muscles in the backswing will stretch, then they will stay stretched until you tell them to change direction. The coiling is not a good way of looking at a backswing. Think in terms of position. Position, then we can come down. If you coil like a spring, then you become very tight. You'll restrict your hip turn, you'll restrict your shoulder turn, and you'll restrict where the club goes back to. In a backswing, we want your shoulders to turn more than 90 degrees. More than 90 degrees, your weight will go into the wrong place. Less than 90 degrees, your weight will still be in the wrong place, and more importantly, your arms will not be in position. Don't forget, your arms are attached to your shoulders, and the position of your shoulders will dictate completely the position of your arms. For example, if I turn my shoulders this way, then my arms have gone in the wrong direction. If I turn my shoulders this way, then again my arms are in the wrong place to make a good downswing. So the shoulder turn is crucial. Shoulder turn, left shoulder will go down towards the ground, left shoulder will go down towards your right knee. If you get a good position, there goes the word again, position of your shoulders, it then allows you to get your arms also in position. It doesn't guarantee it, you can't possibly guarantee it, but it certainly makes it physically possible. I use those two words in my lessons an awful lot of the time. A golf swing has to be physically possible. No point having a strong mind if you've got a rotten golf swing. It simply won't work. Golf, to me, is far more mechanical than it is in the head. Once one becomes a very good golfer, then the head will play an important part. But in the initial stages, the physical movements create the shot, and then the shots produce the scores. So the shoulder turn, 20 degrees maximum, that allows your arms to go back. If you don't turn your shoulders, your arms will go this way. They'll go out, and they will probably be very bent. So the shoulder turn allows your arms to go back in position. You can't turn your shoulders effectively unless you turn your hips. So allow your hips to turn, your Your shoulders can then turn, and then you can move your arms back, and therefore you can move the golf club back. There's no exact position, by the way, in the backswing. There simply can't be. The backswing goes back as far as your body will allow it. So we're going to show you now on my computer screen one or two very, very good golfers, and we'll look at their backswings, and hopefully you'll learn a little bit more about what the backswing is for. Again, it's position, position, position. Let's go and have a look. It's very interesting. So I'm going to show you initially Byron Nelson, who has been a phenomenally good golfer. He won 11 tournaments in succession back in 1945. He was so good, he retired when he was 33 years of age. We'll move him to the right a little bit. And this is his backswing position. On the right hand picture, I'm going to show you Ernie Els in the year 2004. And we'll go to the top of his backswing position. I'm then going to draw some angles on here, and this will probably surprise you. Lying down Ernie's left arm and along the shaft brings the angle at about 80 degrees. If I do the same thing with Byron Nelson and draw a line down his left arm and along the shaft, it's also 80 degrees. So there's two golfers, probably nearly 60 years apart between the two golf swings, and their left arm and the shaft is at exactly the same angle. They're both the same, and their left arm angle to the ground is also the same. So those two positions are very, very good. Again, there's no exact position, but there's two brilliant golfers both going back to the same place, which then allows them to come through properly. Through to the finish, through to the finish. So the backswing in their cases was purely for position. So position, position, position. The golf club goes back because your chest turns, so your arms go back, and your arms take the club back, then the club stops, and then it comes down. If you're particularly brilliant, and some people are, I teach some golfers and their backswings are not what I call perfect, but they're still brilliant golfers because they can adjust coming down. For example, the club could go back this way and then be rerouted this way in the downswing, or it could come this way and then reroute in the downswing, and the shots would be very, very good. Having said that, most of the best golfers, even though they are very, very naturally talented, they don't want to have to rely on moving things around to hit the ball straight-ish. They want to be in position and bang, straight down, hit the ball. In position, straight down, hit the ball. It's simply easier. These guys are playing golf for money, and they don't want to have to mess about changing things in the downswing. It's like shooting an arrow, really. Take dead aim, pull the string back, then let go. This position, aiming, pulling the string back, is vital. Letting go, that's the easy bit. Or shooting a gun. Take dead aim, pull the trigger, off the ball goes, or off the body goes. Very similar. Snooker, also take dead aim, in position, then they hit the snooker ball. Again, it's position, position, position. We'll go back to my computer screen now, and I'm to show you two very different golfers, and surprisingly they'll both be exactly the same position at certain parts of the swing. Let's go and have a look. This is very interesting. This is going to be John Daly and Ben Hogan, two very, very different golfers. So we'll just split the screen, put John Daly on here, and on the right hand side we're going to put Ben Hogan. Most people think he had one of the best ever golf swings. I certainly do. Move across slightly. So different golfers, different clubs. At the top of Ben Hogan's backswing, I'm going to draw an angle along his left arm. 152 degrees. That isn't important at the moment. Now watch John Daly. Move more towards the centre. I'm going to draw exactly the same angle on John Daly. Eventually I am. 1, 5, 2. And surprisingly, if you look at those two pictures, they're the same. Look where the shaft is pointing. Left arm just under the top of the right arm, left arm under the chin, right knee still bent, right elbow is more in the same place. So there's John Daly and Ben Hogan in the same position. There's that word again, position, position, position. Ben Hogan, however, stops in that position. John Daly, being John Daly, he doesn't stop. He carries on, which again isn't wrong. He's got into a really great position and carried on. Ben Hogan was in exactly the same position as John Daly, but he didn't carry on, which is probably why Ben Hogan was far better at playing golf than John Daly. Maybe not as excited to watch, but far better at playing golf because he was in a good position going back to hit consistent shots coming down. But that's a surprising picture, really. There's two different golfers, both at exactly the same place in part of their golf swings. John Daly continues, hits the ball a long, long way, nicely balanced, finished. Ben Hogan hits the ball and end of the swing, nicely balanced as well. So, position, position, position. They were both in the same place at one part of the swing. John Daly continued, Ben Hogan stopped. So, the backswing. Think in terms of position, try and get the shaft to stop, then we can come down. You're in control. The club isn't moving, the ball isn't moving, you do all the work. You're in complete control in the backswing, so make sure, having got your stance right, which you find in my other DVDs, how to stand to the ball properly, feet position, etc., ball position, then how to take it away. But this DVD is about the backswing position, and in position, hold the backswing, then hit the ball. I used to play golf pretty well, and my main thoughts were always get in position, hit the ball. I'll tell myself in the backswing, get in position, hit the ball. On all shots, short shots, putting, and any shot. Little short shots, get in position, hit the ball. So there's the backswing. What is it for? Position, position, position. Please think about that, and if you can get it into your head what it is there for, then you're almost certainly going to play better golf because you are suddenly in control of the golf club, and that's a great thing to be, in control of the golf club. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.